everybody, and welcome back to EARI's channel. We have another special interview for you guys today as we're sitting here with Muthu Sakthivel, co-founder, master brewer, and head of Bell City Brewing. Muthu, how are you doing today? Are you ready to get in?
I'm good, Michael. I'm good. Very good.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear it, man. So before we dive too deep into your connection to EARI and so on, give me your background a little bit and how you got into brewing. How did you break into this industry?
Yeah, I'm a 30 years veteran in this industry. Started as a master's in chemistry, graduate in the year 90, graduated from India. My first and the big assignment in my life was I was a management trainee for United Breweries India, making Kingfisher, the famous beer. Even today, the #1 in India. So started as a management trainee brewer, come through multidiscipline, quality, process and production and operations management. Took me about a few swift shifts. I did it in India and I just switched to Showerless, the next competitor, and then come back again to UB as a Millennium Alcohol to launch Scottish Courage brands in India. It was a challenging, good 14 years career. That's where I thought about moving into Canada. Then I landed up here as a skilled immigrant in 2004. As an immigrant, everyone faces the issues and every challenges. It was pretty nice at the beginning. And then I wanted to be a brewer back in, and I joined Steam Whistle. Even today now, they are one of the largest brewer in Ontario craft brewing side, and moved on to Mill Street before I got picked up by Labatt Breweries. And Labatt was actually owned by InBev. So I became an InBev, joined as a brewing specialist for Labatt and started a career as a product development manager. Later came the Anheuser-Busch merger. So I started working with the Anheuser-Busch and making Budweiser in Canada and working on lots of improvement projects and product development. So career went on and things have changed in 2013. That's where my dream of becoming a brewery ownership popped up in my brain. Why can't I have my own brewery, right? So started with my colleague who was my next table a friend and started this Bell City Brewing in Brantford. As usual, as a small entrepreneur, initial challenges, everything went really colorful, everything going really good. Today, we'll be turning in 2023, 10 years old, a brewery in this region.
Congrats.
And then we contribute a lot to the community, probably under the belt, more than 20 different beers and labels. Wow. Got few gold awards from Ontario Craft Beer. Wow. And going really good. COVID has its own challenges come across. That's where a friend of mine introduced to EARI, and it's a great option to go into this kind of business venture is definitely going to take all together to a different level. And just decided to move on into this from January, and with EARI. And things are going in the right direction. We're back and running. Our retail is fully open, tap room open, and lots of beer flowing. And I introduced 2 different new beers in the past 3 weeks, and introduced my winter ale in January. And again, I'm just introducing next week. In fact, this weekend, I'm releasing a new beer, a German style IPA. So beer making is fun, and always give people different beer. And the trend now is what's new in the brewery.
Yeah. So let me dive into that just a little bit. So what is it about this industry that really draws it out of you? Is it that the crafting of alcohol is kind of a science and an art form to a degree? Like what is it that brings you joy from it, so to speak?
Since I'm a master's in chemistry, and brewing is a beautiful science consisting biotechnology, basically biology and chemistry. Brewing is a blend of biology and chemistry. And you as a chemistry person, you would probably fit best than anyone else. So the science behind brewing is phenomenal. You are working with the live microorganism, yeast on the one side. The other side, you work with the chemistry behind, the brewing chemistry, the malt chemistry, the hops chemistry. It's an interesting, very challenging biotechnology. So that's what actually kept me going for 32 years in this field. So that's a very amazing character to this particular field, I would say. And then moreover, if you are you may be a non-engineering person, but the amount of engineering challenges, pumps and equipments and process you're facing, you become eventually, after a few decades, become a trained engineer. So this is a field that you use all your common sense, all your knowledge base, and wonderful at the end of the day, have a glass of beer, and
Yeah.
you made it.
I'm curious. So from there, is there any real differences in the industry based like from India to Canada? Was there any like stark differences?
India is a fast-growing economy. The time when I started the career, the per capita consumption in India was probably less than a liter. India is today one of the fast-growing market in the world, next to China,
Mhm.
because of the population. Brewers love people. People love beer. Where there is more beer, where there is going to be more people, and where there is more people, there's going to be more beer flowing. So India has enough people to drink. So that's the best reason. So it's a growing economy and growing culture and disposable income. So when I moved on to Canada, and I always claim with my friends, brew is the best and the one and the very important ingredient, water. You have plenty of good water here. So
Mhm.
it's brewer's paradise. So you make beer one of the topmost quality. You get the best malt, best water, and best hops. So we always struggle back home getting these raw materials in the highest quality. So when I started career in Canada, I was a gifted brewer. I have everything at my hand: the best quality malt, best quality water, best quality hops. So that made me the one difference. If you ask me, yes, that's the biggest difference between India and Canada: the accessibility to the one of the best quality raw materials. Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah. So you had a lot of great tools and ingredients at your hands when you came to Canada.
absolutely. Yes.
So Muthu, I guess to kind of wrap things up, I think you did a great job explaining the origins
Yeah.
and like why you like its industry. What are you excited about for the rest of this year now that you're a part of EARI's team?
We're going to introduce a lots of new SKUs, because these 2 years we couldn't do anything new. We just survived upon the brands which we have already established. Okay, so this is going to be my goal this year is for every 4 to 6 weeks a new beer. It is That's my goal. So a new beer always keeps people coming. When people come to craft brewery for experience more than beer, they enjoy beer with an experience what they get. So my goal before this year come to an end, with the EARI's help now, with the finance, operational help and marketing, sales, and everything going in a colorful way, introduce more beers, bring more customers traffic into the industry, into the doorstep of our Bell City Brewery. That's my goal this year. Yeah.
Well, Muthu, that sounds like an amazing goal. Thank you for coming on, and thank you everybody for watching. If you guys have questions for Muthu or anybody else on the EARI team, let us know and we'll happily dive into it further. But for now, once again, thank you for coming on and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Michael. You have a wonderful day.